welcome back. Today we'll talk about the function versions in Lambda. Function versions in AWS Lambda are a way to manage different iterations or deployments of your Lambda function. So each time you publish a new version of Lambda function, AWS creates a unique version number for the specific iteration of your function code and configuration. This feature is crucial for version control, rollback, and environment management in serverless architecture. So, what are the benefits and what we can get from this way? Why we're using it? So, first, the first thing that we can have is the immutable snapshots. So each published version is in an immutable snapshot of your function code and configuration, including its environment variables, runtime, memory, timeout settings, and the IAM role. The second thing, we have the versioning number. So Lambda automatically assigns a unique incremental version number each time you push a new version of your application. Like these are positive integers like 1, 2, 3, etc. 3. We have the latest version. So the latest version refers to the most recent modifiable version of your function. It's used for development and testing. When you can changes to your code, you're changing the latest version. We have the ARNS Amazon resource names. So each function version has its own ARN. This allows you to invoke specific versions of your function or set up a different event source mapping for different versions. So what are the use cases? And what are when we use the versions? What are the use cases of function versions? So the first thing that I would say that it's in the environment management. So you can use versions to manage environments like development, testing, staging, and production. Each environment can invoke a specific version of the function. You can use it in the blue-green deployment rollback. So deploy new versions of function alongside the old version to implement blue-green deployment strategies. You can quickly roll back to a previous version if needed. So if the current version has a problem, you can go back to the old version. We have the traffic shifting. So gradually shift the traffic from one version of a functions to another, which is helpful for testing new features in production with minimal risk. We can have 4, which is auditing and complaints. So maintaining a history of a function changes for editing and complaints process. So let's just talk about the example of this one. So let's suppose that you have a Lambda function for image processing. After testing, you publish a new version. And first you publish the version. So when you publish the new version, AWS Lambda is version, say, like for example, you have like version 1, for example. And when you create another version, you will have like version 2. And after making more updates and publish again, it will be version 2. So we have two versions. We have version 1 and version 2. So you can now reference these versions in your applications or API gateway setup. For example, version 1 can be used in production and version 2 can be used in staging environment. So by utilizing function versions, you can manage your Lambda functions more effectively, ensuring greater stability and control in your serverless environment. So that's it for today's video, and hope you like my content. If you like my content, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and see you in future problem.